Well, maybe it's just because you're ugly.
Ugly? You gotta be kidding me.
Hello, my name is Ellie, and I'm gonna teach y'all how to do a no foundation makeup look because, honey, summer's coming up, and if you're like me and have combination oily skin, don't nobody got time for all that extra on your face because it's already hot. We don't got time to be sweating off the foundation. I have some topics I want to talk about today, so let's get straight into it. First things first, always have your headband because at least I always have my headband. I cannot stand makeup in my hair, so I always make sure I have my headband on. Quick disclaimer, the lighting in the video will change a couple of times. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you still enjoyed the video. Stand by. Because, do I need to wash her? Yeah. Am I going to? Not tonight. I'm going to tell you guys the products I'm using as we're going in the video because I really don't want to have to put them in the description and put them on the screen because I'm going to forget anyways. So this is the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer. I just got this a couple days ago and I've really been loving it. Is it really thick? Yes. But do I like that? Yes. First topic I want to talk about is why I'm going to stop over consuming because I have bigger goals I want to accomplish. I just turned 19 in February, at the end of February, and now I'm at a point now where I'm just like, why do I need 15 different foundations? You know what I mean? It kind of gets to a point where it's like, as I'm doing a no foundation routine, it's crazy. But this is the NYX Thickest Stick in the shade Espresso. I really don't feel like I need to have 10 different concealers and 5 different bronzers. I mean, it would be different if I really am a makeup girl. Like, I love makeup with my whole heart. But I'm not, for one, I am not in a place financially where I can just keep doing that. And for two, I'll have a really good makeup routine. Like, my makeup routine right now is the bomb. But if I change something, like the littlest thing, it's gonna end up becoming boo-boo because I changed something. Even though you can just stop using it, it's like, dang, I used all these different products. Now I don't know what the product was that made my makeup look bad, and I just bought all these 15 different products. And you really don't need all that stuff. Because one thing about it, as I'm getting older, and especially with my partner, like, he's teaching me that, honey, if you got something that works, use that, you know what I mean? And that's why I have staple products like my Hourglass and stuff. I've been using this for 3 years. You know what I mean? This is probably my 4th tube, and I'm about to have to be on my 5th one probably by the end of the month. But you know what I mean? Like, you find good staple products. You don't have to keep on buying different things. It doesn't, what is that doing for you? Other than saying, oh, I got that. I'm going to go in, with the micellar water and clean up my eyebrows. And I'm still going to carve them out. Yes. I really don't do this often. I mean, I do, but the only point of really carving them out with concealer is if you're really going to go somewhere. And since I'm not, I'm going to carve them out. I'm talking BS. I'm going to carve my eyebrows out with the Sephora Collection concealer in the shade 55N. Next topic is why I believe God sends you people. Wait, no. Why I believe God sends you a safe space when you need it most. I am with this guy. We're not together. You know, when we were talking, but I have no doubt that by the end of the month, we'll probably be dating. And it's fascinating because, like, right now I don't have a job. And honestly, like, there was so much stuff going on in my life. And there's so much going on right now, like, that if I didn't have him, I think I wouldn't handle this very well. But he keeps me grounded. He keeps me motivated. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm glad that I have him right now, especially in general. I mean, I'm glad I have him, but I'm glad I have him right now, especially because if I didn't have him, girl. I just started going in and carving out the top of my eyebrows again yesterday, and I made them really thin. But honestly, you don't never notice a difference with my eyebrows. Even if I make them really thin, you're not going to notice the difference unless they're just both not thin. But that's neither here or there because they're snatched. I kind of am glad that I did this later on in the day now because the sun has been out beaming all day. So maybe I chose a good time because it is about to go down. But I did want to have this done by the end. Can I get my makeup done by sunset? Probably not. I would usually go in with this L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye Liner, but I really don't want to do that. I'm going to do it tomorrow because I got to have my ID and license. We're going to cross our fingers. License, picture, be so bomb. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow. If you want to see that look, go to my TikTok. Maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna film it again, but I'm gonna go with the powder eyeliner later because that's become my everyday staple. Right now I'm gonna go with my Morphe. See, we skipped foundation, right? So Morphe color corrector in the shade Papaya, and I'm actually gonna use a little bit more today because I've been using less recently because I don't have real bad, I don't have bad dark circles. I more so got it for my discoloration around my mouth and little spots on my face. I am gonna try the pink one though as a brightener because what I want to do is test a theory of if you need a brightening concealer or just a pink or lighter, peach or pink color corrector to brighten, and that way it's not so yellow, because every time I use a brightening concealer, they're always yellow for some reason. So we're gonna test that theory. I really noticed a difference too since I started using this color corrector under my concealer. To be honest with you, color correcting with this instead of an orange color corrector has been really good for me because I don't know, it's just orange and red don't really look too appealing on me. So I'm glad that I was able to find that and that they came out with it. But I'm gonna go with my LS bronzing stick in the shade Strength. I really love this bronzing stick. I can't tell you enough. Next topic we're gonna talk about is what being with my partner has taught me. It's taught me quite a few things. For one, accountability. I mean, I already have myself accountable, but he's taught me so much stuff, and he's taught me not to value myself in a way that I just didn't before I was with him. And I don't know, it's like if I tell him these types of things, he's always like, well, you should already don't feel like that because of me. And I'm like, well, I feel like this, yes, because of you. Like, you genuinely have helped me out in such a way that you don't even get. And I feel like that's what being in a partnership should be. That's why I never was one to want to date anybody my age. He's 22. So he's not that much older than me. You know what I mean? But he's also young enough to where I can have conversations with him and him not think he's too smart. 19, I've been 19 for years. Well, really, I've been 30 for years. I know the lighting probably is going to keep adjusting, and I'm so sorry about that. I cannot stop it. I mean, he's just a really good guy. And honestly, like I said before, I think God sent him to me. I take the excess on the brush on my nose because I'm still going to go in and probably nose contour with another brush with the bronzer. But for right now, that's what I'm doing. Hourglass concealer in the shade Flax. I love this concealer down. I love her so much. She's my holy grail. I think that sometimes you meet people in life and they come and go, obviously, but then there are always those people that you want to keep with you at all times. And it's just sad because you can't always keep them. But I'm learning as I get older, and something else he's taught me is that, you have to make sacrifices because I'm not going to say what he does for work, but he makes sacrifices literally just even being with me. So I'm like, come on, boy, come in. That sounds crazy, but yeah. I go in with the brush first. My Hourglass, I don't know what kind of Hourglass brush this is, but it's an Hourglass brush. And I go in, spray my face first with some Charlotte, and then I go in and brush it all out. But the key to my flawless base is the Beauty Blender. I usually use it damp, but recently I haven't been because, girl, it's still gonna do the same thing. At least, I don't know, I kind of like it better when it's dried out. No, you're just lazy, whore. But that's just me. I blended everything out, and it's gonna have this look to it that's kind of like ew. So that's why I also go over it with the Beauty Blender, just to make everything more seamless and blend in better with my bronzer. I was gonna get the Juvia's Place Cream bronzer. I mean, not bronzer, blush. But I just don't want to now. Like, it's very dewy. And anybody that knows me knows I don't like dewy anything. Here's where and I'm gonna gag y'all real quick. Instead of putting a whole line of concealer there, take the excess from the brush. That'd be your problem. And then wonder why y'all be out here looking like carrot face. Take the excess and just brush it. Because why are you taking all that product right there? Like, you know what I mean? And I know my Coli has done that, and there have been plenty of people who have done it, but they don't look crazy. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a beginner at makeup and you don't know what you're doing like that, but you don't want to wear foundation, this is what you want to do. Just take the excess because you're still going to get the same look anyway, and you're using less product. See? Trying to save you a couple bucks, sis. Under that eye again. You want to make sure you blend as much as you can with the brush. Another recommendation I have for a concealer brush is this SheGlam one. I don't really have another one that I would recommend. I mean, I have tried some concealer brushes, but I really have stuck to her and her. Now I use it for bronzer, but it's either one of those. Like, you're not gonna catch me using another concealer brush. I mean, these are my brushes. These are my babies. And I spent 40, almost 50, I think $50 on this brush. So you're not gonna catch me using nothing else. Now we're gonna go in with, and let's pause real quick. I know there are plenty of you gonna be in the comments, well, I'm not spending that much money on a brush. Why would I spend $50? Because the quality. I have an e.l.f. brush that's my favorite brush for foundation. This is my third one because they break so easy. You know what I mean? Especially after you wash them a couple times. I've had this for almost the entire, no, I think I've had this for a year. Hasn't shed, hasn't flaked, none of that. I go in with my beauty blender, dry it out. Might spray my face first though. Blend everything out. Wherever you place your concealer, blend. And I mean blend till you can't blend no more. Your arm should hurt. If your arm doesn't hurt by the time you're done blending, you obviously did not do something right. I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? Because one thing about it is my arm be hurting. Now I'm going to go in with my leftover bronzer and my brush. And I'm going to go where, you know, not too much. That's why you take the excess, not going with more. And kind of just define them lines a little bit more. Now I'm going to take this brush I got from SheGlam. Or Shein, I guess. And I'm going to tap onto my cream bronzer. And then take it and go down my nose. And I like to give I learned this from Dallas Mendoza. Triangle. Even though we don't have the same nose, triangle. It's helped me so much. And by the end of the video, you're going to see, okay, look at my nose now. I know it's already too late, but look at it now. And then go to the end of the video. Not right now. Watch the whole video. But when you go to the end of the video, come back to this moment. And you'll see the difference I'm talking about. It just looks so good. It looks. Now, there are moments where it just looks more shaped. And then there are moments where it looks snatched. I'm aiming for snatch tonight, but I can't always get that appearance for some reason. So whatever I end up with is whatever I end up with. One thing about it is the creasing is never okay to set, ever. If you're setting your creases, girl, what's wrong with you? Okay, I'm gonna go on my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in the shade Translucent. And honestly, this gives such a brightening effect that you really do have to tap it off on the back of your hand. Because if you don't, girl, you're gonna be out here looking like Casper. I did it on my birthday. Speaking of that, I had a birthday makeup look, you know, filmed for YouTube and everything, and I'm not posting it. I hate the makeup. I hate the look. It just looks so stupid, and I'm not posting that to the internet. Sorry. I can try and recreate it with my current makeup routine now, you know, and give you like oh, here's a birthday makeup look, y'all. But like, I'm not gonna post that video. It just looks so odd. I don't know. It was just off. Something was off about it, and you'll never see. It'll never see the day of light, ever, ever, ever. Now, if I'm feeling froggy, I will take a big. This is the e.l.f. something. It's a big brush from e.l.f. and I'll take it and go all over my face. But I don't like a shiny forehead. I'm gonna tell you that now. Everything else, like my nose, T-zone, and forehead, cannot be shiny. I'm gonna set my whole face with the powder. Now we're gonna go in with this one size powder in the shade Ultra Peach. Use a beauty blender for that. Take some powder, take some off in the back of the hand, and start to bake. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, since I have a neutral undertone, this powder works for me. If you do not have a neutral undertone, do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. But I'm gonna tell you now, these light powders, I had to learn to tap off in the back of my hand, because one thing about it is, when you don't do that, girl, you start looking who did it and why. I couldn't tell you why, but you do. I'm gonna set everywhere, or kind of, I set in those places I put the concealer, but I baked my nose. Now I'm not gonna tap that off. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on my nose, because I'm trying to go contour, honey. Now, let's get into our next topic. Why I believe in private, not secret. I'm a firm believer that, and I had to learn this the hard way, because my first relationship in high school taught me this. You can be private in your relationship, especially like now as an adult. I would love to be private. Like I literally only have 2 friends anyway. I have 2 friends, and I talk to my cousin that's like my sister. Like, otherwise I don't talk to anybody about anything that happens with me in my relationship. Like, you won't. I'm so sorry someone called me, but you won't ever know what's going on in my relationship. And I'm a firm believer in when you keep things more private, there's less of a chance for you to break up because not everybody's happy for you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Not everybody is happy for you. Somebody will sit in your face and really act like they're your friend, and this whole time they're wishing on your downfall and praying on your downfall, regardless if it's your relationship's downfall or your downfall. They're wishing on your downfall. So just be mindful of what you tell people and how much you tell them if you're gonna tell them anything. That's why you'll never know everything about me. None of you will ever know anything about me. I mean, you know stuff because I'm telling you stuff, but one thing about it is if somebody didn't tell you something from their mouth, you shouldn't believe it. I mean, there are times that things are true. Juvia's Place Bronzing Dew on the shade Deep Dark. But if you wouldn't hear it from their mouth, it's not worth believing. It's just not. I have noticed that when I put powder, first of all, getting my cream back has made my bronzer on my face last so much longer. And I'm so grateful that I finally was able to get my bronzer back because it's been out of stock for almost a year. And every time it would be in stock, I didn't have the money to get it. So now that I've gotten it back, I will never let it go. I prefer bronzing over contouring any day. Next topic I want to talk about is it's something that's important to me because it is something that's so relevant and has been relevant in my life for the last 2 years. And that's how to know when to let go of things that don't bring joy. And majority of the time, things bring me joy. Like makeup brings me joy. My guy brings me joy. You know what I mean? Like my best friend brings me joy. There is someone in my life that is supposed to bring me the most joy and yet brings me nothing but sadness and irritation. Juvia's Place Blush Duo in the shade Volume 3. I don't know. It's just like you have people in your life that you're supposed to be obligated to love and to, cherish and keep them around. But then you get around and it's like, damn, I really don't want to be around you because you're not a good person. And you can love people. What I've learned, you can love someone from a distance because not everybody is meant to be around you and in your bubble and in your circle because not everyone is just not going to fit with you. And for me, that person is someone very close to me and I love her to death. But we are just not ever going to be compatible to be around each other long periods of time. And especially since I'm moving next year, I think that's going to be a breath of fresh air because some people you have to love from afar and be okay with that. It might hurt, but you got to do what's best for you at the end of the day, no matter who it hurts. Now I'm just going in. Oh, that line. See, I messed up and didn't blend that out earlier. So now you can see the line. I won't do that tomorrow. Always remember to blend out where you carve because otherwise you're going to end up looking like me, looking crazy. I'm going to take off some of this bake. I am going to go back in and fix my lines. But for right now, or maybe I don't have to. No, I am. I'm definitely going to go back and fix them. Yeah. Because when I did my nose contour yesterday, honey, she was so snatched. They were like, oh, she got a nose job. Imagine that. And you really want to press this powder in, honey. I don't care what nobody says. Yes, you can swipe shit off, but pressing is the way to go. And then it's actually in your skin. And it's not going nowhere. So, see what I mean? It's snatched right now. But there's a way I can do it. I think I'm about to do it. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm snatching it up. Yeah. I miss my nails. I ordered some press-ons from Amazon because that's kind of my thing now is press-ons. Acrylics are just way too aggressive and adhesive on my nails, and I can't do it anymore. I refuse to do that to myself. But also, the other forms like Polygel and Gel X, girl, I don't have the money for that. And there's a TikTok I seen earlier today, and it was I can't really tell you word for word what she said, but basically it was live within your means. Don't overdo yourself. And if you went from making $10,000 in a month to making, $2,000, you need to do what's in that $2,000 budget, baby. So you do with that information what you will. That line right here that's kind of really bright, I am gonna go in with bronzer and just kind of fix that but that's exactly why I said this powder is very bright and you have to be careful because she will make you look like Casper. And that's why I said take the excess concealer. Listen to me.
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Now I'm going to go on my highlighter from Rare Beauty in the shade Flaunt. I really want to get that new Morphe Cloud Set, I think it's called. I don't think it's called that. I think I'm thinking of Kosas. But I'm going to take the lightest amount on my nose. Actually, I'm going to build this up because I have to take TikToks after this. And the sun is like almost gone. Oh my gosh. I should have started at 3. But whatever. I go over this a little bit because sometimes the highlighter gets a little out of control and tries to go everywhere else. There we go. Got that button effect. So now that we're done with that, we're done with the face. Here's where things are a little complicated. I'm in between on if I really do like this Benefit because I don't like the one size spray no more. Nothing against one size, I just don't like the spray. But I love using her to get my face all blended and, you know, to melt together. But hold on, let me see. Let's just see. Her, it gives that glow, but then when I sprayed after, let that dry down a little bit, then it gives that like kind of mattified finish. And that's what I'm looking for, is to still be able to melt my makeup together. Like the Morphe spray is okay, don't get me wrong, but she makes me oily. So, and I am gonna go over everything I just set in my T-zone. I'm gonna take the excess from this powder puff and go over my forehead because it is getting shiny, honey. And like I said, I don't like a shiny forehead. Go over it in my pore area, on my chin, and my smile lines. Now let's get into the lips and my last 2 topics. I'm going with the Maybelline lifter liner in the shade Cross the Line. And I'm going in with the e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Jam Session. I kind of already talked about this, but being able to take accountability and being able to sacrifice, that's definitely something that I'm glad I'm learning. I already knew how to take accountability. It's more so take accountability in your career is what I'm talking about. Like, if you want something, you have to be able to go and get it and not say, oh, well, this is what's stopping me, because there are a lot of things that could stop me and that kind of are, but I'm not going to keep on making that as an excuse, because one thing about it is if you want it bad enough, you will go out there and get it. That's just the truth. So stop making excuses for yourself and go out there and work for what you want. I'm going to go apply my lashes and I'm going to come right back. But also, I'm going to say this last thing. He's encouraging me to do modeling, and I already wanted to do it, and he's encouraging it, and I'm going to do it. So be looking forward to that this year, because next top model. It really grinds my gears when a man can't take a no for an answer. This is what we have. I didn't end up adding a line because, girl, I didn't want to wear a liner. I'm about to literally take this right back off. This is what we looking like. This is my new everyday, no foundation makeup look. I love it so much. I don't know how to do all the edits and stuff, but like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And if you end up trying this makeup look, please let me know in the comments. I mean, you know, tag me in the videos and all that. But I love you.